Switching, message switching and packet switching, right? Circuit switching, we need a dedicated channel to communicate, and then in the message switching, we don't need a dedicated channel, but the message is sent in one packet only. And then we realize, even if we are not allocating the resources, if we are sending a packet in means all the bits in one packet, then we are not effectively utilizing your bandwidth. So we come up with improving this thing. Then we introduce the idea of pipelining. So with pipelining, we come up with packet switching. With packet switching, when we want to send a message, we are dividing into small packets, and we have realized that if we send our message in such a way into small packets, then the bandwidth will be utilized. This we discussed. This is about packet switching. Packet switching are of two kinds. One is called datagram, and the other is called virtual circuit. So we have two kinds. One is datagram and virtual circuit, and we have seen that datagram is a connection less. Virtual is a connection oriented. So in connectionless, the packets are delivered from the sender side, means the entire message is divided into small packets and they are delivered, and all the packets will take the independent path. There is no path establishment is done for sending this message. That is called connectionless service, where all the packets are independent to reach to the destination. They can take any path. But in connection oriented, we are first establishing a path. So when we talk of the connection oriented, so the time required in the connection oriented, we have three basic components. One is called setup time. We need some time to set up the connection or to establish a path, and then data transfer plus tear down time. So the first thing is you establish the path, then share your data, deliver your data from the sender to receiver, and then tear down means break the connection. So what is happening in setup time? In setup phase, two activities are happening. One is called request packet is delivered. Request packet is delivered from the sender to the receiver asking for the connection, and there is an acknowledgement received from the receiver that okay, I am ready for this communication. So when this setup phase is going, one packet is delivered from the sender side, and in this packet there is a logical address of source and destination is there in the packet which is sent, and in the acknowledgement which is returned from the receiver, it contains one number, we call it label. So this is the first phase. So the time this phase will take is set to be setup time. Then the data transfer. This is the second phase, data transfer phase. Here the actual data is delivered. One, your path is established. When the both parties are actually agree to communicate, then the transfer is happening. And then comes the last phase, tear down. So in tear down, again two packets are delivered. One packet is called tear down packet. Tear down packet is delivered from the sender side just to inform to receiver that all the bits are sent. So when senders send all the data, it has to inform to the other side that I have sent all the data, now you can release the connection. So it will send one packet that is called tear down packet for this purpose. In return, the receiver will send one packet that is called confirmation packet.
Professor, what's written there? Setup, first part of setup.
Setup, request packet, request. Request for communication, right? And when this packet is delivered from the sender side, then in reply the receiver will send a confirmation packet. The purpose of this packet is to inform the routers to clean the table. Because every time when the path is established, the router is maintaining one table for these two machines. It will maintain the entire information to make this communication possible. So once their communication is finished, it is required to clean this table. So this is the things are happening in the virtual mode, that is called connection oriented. This we have last time we discussed. So this already we have covered. So in connectionless, what is happening? The message is divided into packets and they can flow independently to reach to the destination. This already we discussed, right? And the connection less, this is, you can see how the delay will occur. There is a time for the transmission, time for the waiting. Every packet when goes to the router, it has to wait to be forwarded to the another router. There's a waiting time is involved. So this is the total delay. And in the connection oriented, first phase is called the setup phase. Now here, first the path is established. Now how it is established? The sender will start a communication by sending a request packet. And in the request packet, with the help of request packet, the router is actually creating one table for this path. So if the packet is delivered from A to B, these entries are made, and when it goes to the receiver, receiver will reply with the acknowledgement packet, returns the label, and which is actually inserted in this table. So how this table is ready, and once it is established, they can transfer it. They can transfer the data. This is how we have already covered, right?